Vietnam said the groups behind Sunday's protests against proposed laws demonstrators view as curbing internet freedom and favoring Chinese investors were trying to damage the country's image, after the rare display of public activism reportedly turned violent. Thousands of demonstrators from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City rallied against draft cyber and economic zone laws being considered by the National Assembly that some view as curbing internet freedom and favoring Chinese investors. Protesters in the southeast coastal province of Binh Thuan attacked the local People's Committee with rocks and Molotov cocktails, setting ablaze motorbikes late in the evening, according to local media. Over the past few days, some anti-state organizations have taken advantage of people's sentiments for the nation, spreading calls on social networks, inciting people to protest and even attack authorized forces, causing public disorder and creating an image of an unstable Vietnam, the government-owned Vietnam News reported Monday. This is contrary to the state and people's efforts to build a peaceful, democratic and civilized country. Protesters denounced a draft bill that would grant 99-year leases in economic zones to investors, sparking fears it would give those from China influence over the country. As a result, the National Assembly on Monday voted to delay consideration of the economic zone proposal until later in the year while the 99-year lease provision was removed, according to the legislature's website. China, in a notice posted on its Hanoi embassy website, warned its citizens about travel in Vietnam after the demonstrations, which it called illegal gatherings, included anti-China content. It added, the Chinese embassy in Vietnam is closely monitoring the trend. In 2014, China's move to send an exploration oil rig into waters contested with Vietnam triggered deadly anti-China riots and clashes at sea between Coast Guard boats. Demonstrators also opposed a draft law that would require foreign internet companies, such as Facebook Incorporated and Alphabet Incorporated's Google, to store data of local users in Vietnam and open offices in the country. Police in Binh Thuan province detained 102 people after the demonstration, which caused injuries to dozens of police officers, VN Express reported. The protest ended around midnight after members of the Ministry of Public Security assisted police, who were unable to disperse the crowd with smoke bombs and fire hoses. The National Assembly urges people to stay calm and trust decisions made by the Communist Party, state, said National Assembly Chairwoman Nguyen Thi Kim Ngan, according to the legislature's website. Draft laws discussed by the National Assembly always receive public opinions. With assistance by Mai Ngoc Chau, Duan Quyen Nguyen, and Dang Le, Vietnam Parliament passes cyber law denounced in street protests. Vietnam's National Assembly has passed a cybersecurity law requiring companies such as Alphabet Incorporated, Google and Facebook Incorporated to store all data of Vietnam-based users in the country and open local offices. The measure has drawn rare dissent from some lawmakers and government leaders as well as local tech groups, who sent a petition to the legislature that warned it would hurt the economy. Demonstrators on Sunday protested nationwide against the bill, saying it would limit free speech. The cybersecurity law is a big backward step for Vietnam, Le Dang Dong, a Hanoi-based economist and former government advisor, said of the bill, which was passed by 87% of lawmakers on Tuesday. It will restrict people's freedom of speech and it will deter foreign investors as it will seriously hurt the business environment in Vietnam. Taking effect January 1st, the law will give the authorities wide discretion to determine when expression must be censored as illegal because some provisions will make it easier for the government to identify and prosecute people for online activities, he said. Vietnam's benchmark VN index dropped for the first time in 9 trading days, falling 1.8% at the close in Ho Chi Minh City. Serious obstacles. The U.S. Embassy in Hanoi last week issued a statement that said the law may present serious obstacles to Vietnam's cybersecurity and digital innovation future, and may not be consistent with Vietnam's international trade commitments. The United States and Canada urge Vietnam to delay the vote on the draft law to ensure it aligns with international standards. Vietnam has done a lot to become more open to businesses and trying to draw more foreign investment, and now with this cyber law, it will seriously hurt that effort, Dong said. Google and Facebook did not respond to requests for comment on the measure. The law's provisions will result in severe limitations on Vietnam's digital economy. Jeff Payne, managing director of the Asia Internet Coalition, whose members include Facebook and Google, said in a statement, unlike China, Vietnam doesn't block websites such as Facebook, Google, and Twitter. Police, however, have stepped up crackdowns on bloggers and Facebook critics since 2016 with jail sentences. The government has deployed 10,000 members of a military cyber warfare unit to combat what it sees as a growing threat of wrongful views proliferating on the internet. The government has also pressured Vietnamese companies to suspend advertising on YouTube and other sites showing anti-government videos. Facebook last year removed 159 accounts at Vietnam's behest, while YouTube took down 4,500 videos, or 90% of what the government requested, according to Vietnam Net News. Vietnam's youthful population, almost 60% are under 35, has made the country a leader globally in terms of penetration of social networks, according to a Marketer Incorporated, with assistance by Mai Ngoc Chau and Duan Quynh Nguyen.
Tiền kiếp quay về từ Đông Đa Bạch Đằng xuôi dòng sông Hát, uy linh tiền nhân phảng phất khắp sơn hà. Em đứng hiên ngang giữa cộng thủ bán nước, nanh vuốt hung tàn cắn xé nát quê cha. Máu em đã đổ dòng lạc hồng xót xa, gậy gộc giang xuống tự do sẽ nở hoa. Tuổi trẻ ơi, tuổi trẻ ơi, ơi Phương Uyên, ơi Nguyên Kha. Đứng lên đồng bào ơi, đứng lên, quyết ta quyết không thể làm ngơ mất nước non. Cộng nô phải hết toàn vẹn giang sơn, Việt Cộng phải mất, Việt Nam mới còn bước theo bước anh hùng tiền nhân nước Nam. Đánh ta đánh tan phường cộng nô bán nước non, toàn dân một khối, già trẻ xông lên dựng gìn bờ cõi Việt Nam muôn năm. Tiền kiếp quay về từ Đông Đa Bạch Đằng xuôi dòng sông Hát, uy linh tiền nhân phảng phất khắp sơn hà. Em đứng hiên ngang giữa cộng thủ bán nước, nanh vuốt hung tàn cắn xé nát quê cha. Máu em đã đổ dòng lạc hồng xót xa, gậy gộc giang xuống tự do đứng lên đồng bào ơi đứng lên, quyết ta quyết không thể làm ngơ mất nước non. Cộng nô phải hết toàn vẹn giang sơn, Việt Cộng phải mất, Việt Nam mới còn bước theo bước anh hùng tiền nhân nước Nam. Đánh ta tan phẳng cộng nô ban nước non, toàn dân một khối, già trẻ sông lên giữ gìn bờ